Hey guys, Sideways Gear guys here. I'm Seth.
And I'm Marin, and today we're back at Caribou Brewing talking about the Arbor Cypress binding. So you probably know Arbor for their snowboards, for their skateboards. They jumped into the binding game a couple years ago as well. So I guess probably first thing we should touch on is a lot of people griped about the buckles in the first couple of years. They've addressed that. I didn't even know there was a buckle issue because we wrote it and it just wasn't an issue. Probably the next biggest thing about these bindings is these are an Alex Warburton design. So Alex is the brains behind making the now bindings concept work. And so what they've taken a lot of those concepts and applied it differently with this binding with Arbor's X-Drive function and the addition of the EVA pads here.
As well as when you look at the mini disc, allows for also quicker energy transfer, keeping the dead spot on your foot to the minimalist footprint. It really, I think, works well with the energy transfer.
Yeah, I mean, basically it rolls out to being is a really nice flexing binding. It's a stiffer binding for sure, but it's not punishingly stiff, and it still has some of the comfort flex and some of the lateral flex that you're looking for, specifically in the high back. So with the high backs, you can do high back rotation on these guys. I tried it. I actually went back to 0, which is an oddity for me. I liked it better how it rode with the high back, not rotated, just the way that you get the flex out of these and the way that it works still. So I actually found when it was rotated that the high back wouldn't seep into the heel cup as nicely as before. So that being said, I didn't want the extra bit of forward lean, went back to 0, and honestly, it didn't bother me at all. So.
And the big thing, it's smooth. The energy transfer, the way it torsionally rotates, I didn't notice it. It was probably one of the first pieces of gear when we started this show that I rode. I rode the Iguchi and the Cypress binding, and I usually am really picky about my bindings. And this was like, holy, I guess this is changing my mind, riding all this equipment. When I ride boards, one set of bindings, this is probably going to be the bindings I'm bringing with me now. You know what I mean? It's done really well.
Well, and also what I really liked about these bindings, which probably made me the most nervous going into trying them, was the ankle strap. It's a big departure for me from most of the bindings I've ridden. It's definitely the most aggressively minimalist ankle strap I've put any real amount of time
into, injury.
As well as having a pretty bad ankle injury last year. So definitely been nervous. That being said, they held really nice. There was no pressure points. They don't ice up or gum up over the course of the day. Yeah, I mean, definitely you're seeing that on higher end bindings going to these more minimalist straps, and there's a reason for that. They perform better, they feel better.
They don't pack out.
They don't pack out. Yeah, they're gonna stay the same over the course of their life. The other thing that Arbor does with their straps is they have the bow openings. So they actually have their straps and ratchets profiled so that when you open that binding up, it's easier to get into that binding. They have that on the toe as well. Again, super solid ratchets. And then it wouldn't be an Arbor binding if they didn't throw a piece of wood on it. So this is actually a piece of wood from the veneers they use for their snowboard production, which is, the rumor mill has it that they're actually working on a fully wood high back for next year.
I would love to see that.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, like wood, it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel damp. It's still gonna be stiff. Would love to see if they can make this a reality. Arbor in general is very eco-conscious. They try and take that into account with their manufacturing and product designs. So if they can do something cool, make a wood high back that is as functional as what we're seeing with traditional high backs. And I'd be really interested in that.
And as long lasting too. If you look at the high back, and that's where the worry comes in with the wood, but also if you look at this binding, it's been ridden a lot. Their ladders have hardly any scar marks on it like some other brands do. And I just want to see that longevity because, bindings you can have for a while. Other than that, this is a high performance binding and a mid price. It looks like they took a bit of what Burton's done and a little bit of Union done and a little bit of now and gone poof and done a real good job with that.
Yeah, you get a good performing binding, good value on it, and just an overall comfortable ride. So definitely, if you haven't checked them or it didn't really make your radar, go down and check your local board shop and talk to the guys down there and see what they have to say. Because I'm going to say that pretty much anyone who's ridden them, I think, is going to have some good things to say about them. So do it. Get out there, ride. Snow is starting to fall everywhere, so get out and ride.
hyped.
Yeah.
For sure. Till next time, guys. Sideways gear, guys.